thoughts exactly? A proper coffee?" He grinned at her. "Get someone to go to the Café des Amis." She took a note from her purse and passed it to him. "My turn today, and a small lunchtime snack wouldn't go amiss." "I'll go myself. I need to stretch my legs." The smile widened. "That way I can make sure you don't go ordering something that's really bad for you." "Spoil sport. I like things that are bad for me." "Don't I know it? But today it's a healthy tuna pasta salad." Nikki pulled a face. "Can't we send Dave? He's much more amenable to a proper varied diet." "You mean he's easier to bribe and he's scared to contradict his boss?" "Something like that." Nikki smiled as Joseph left her office. He did his level best to keep her eating healthily, but after years as a beat bobby, the craving for junk food still lingered. She sat for a while and stared at the silent telephone. Joseph had said she was rattled by the anonymous calls. It was true. Just the man's voice was enough to awaken a sense of foreboding. She sensed not just threat, but something unhinged. In short, she believed they could be dealing with a very dangerous individual. Her mobile rang, and she jumped. Did Mr. Creepy know her personal mobile number too? She looked at the display and sighed with relief. "Mum, how are you?" Nikki hadn't known about her biological mother until a few years back, but now they were very close. "Nikki, I just wanted to tell you that I'm going away for a couple of days, and I didn't want you to worry." Eve Anderson sounded in very good spirits. "Sounds interesting. Where are you off to?" "There's a reunion in London. Lots of the women from my RAF days. My old friend Jenny Foxwell has suggested we make a proper break of it and take in the flower show at Hampton Court Palace." "Oh, that's lovely, Mum. What a good idea." It wasn't Nikki's thing. She could hardly tell a flower from a weed, but she was sure that her mother, who was also a very good pastel artist, would have a wonderful time. "When are you off?" "Tomorrow morning. I'm meeting Jenny at the hotel. We've splashed out on some pampering spa treatments, then we go to our reunion dinner. The next day it's off to Hampton Court and maybe even the theatre in the evening. We'll play it by ear. Neither of us has to hurry back. We may even stay over and go round the galleries, look at an exhibition." "Why not? Go and have a great time, Mum. As soon as you're back, come to dinner. Then you can give Joseph and me a blow-by-blow account of what you got up to." "I'll gladly join you for dinner, especially if it's Joseph cooking. But regarding every single thing I get up to, my lips will be forever sealed." They both laughed, and then Eve rang off. About time her mum had a break, thought Nikki. She had seemed unsettled lately. She had spent her whole life living at breakneck speed, on active duty in the RAF, and as an MOD operative. Now she was retired, and everything had suddenly ground to a halt. Nikki suspected that Eve was horribly bored. She understood exactly how she felt. She would be the same. What would she do if she couldn't be a police officer anymore? The force ran through her veins and gave her life. Without it, Nikki couldn't even contemplate the idea. Joseph was the same. He had come to the police by a very different route, via the army and the special forces. But now he was as committed as she was. They both lived on Cloud Fen, a rather remote rural spot close to the river and the marshes. It was the perfect antidote to their frenetic and sometimes traumatic working life. Nikki lived in her old family home, Cloud Cottage Farm. Joseph was a stone's throw away, in the tiny but characterful Knott Cottage. Joseph was the closest friend Nikki had ever had. Many thought they must be an item, but their career choices had put paid to that. Now they had a very special relationship. It might not be perfect, but it suited them. Joseph pushed the door open with his shoulder and backed into the office, carrying a cardboard tray with their lunches. "I've just been talking to Niall, and he thinks the same as we do, that the thieves are personal shoppers. He reckons it's rife in the cities. You text a thief with your order, and hey presto, he delivers. Just like Amazon." PC Niall Farrow was Joseph's son-in-law. Nikki really liked this young, uniformed officer. She had been thrilled when he married Joseph's daughter, Tamsin, and even more delighted when they decided to buy an old house on Jacob's Fen and renovate it. "So why here? We're hardly a metropolis. Everything else we do is way behind the cities." Nikki looked at the tuna pasta salad. She would have preferred a cheeseburger, but still. "So what's attracting the designer robbers?" Joseph handed her a fork. "Internet, probably. Even here in the backwaters we have some pretty innovative criminals. They're just moving with the times." "I'm so pleased," muttered Nikki, loading a forkful of pasta. "Does Niall have any leads?" "Not so far, but he's really getting his teeth into this one. His Sarge has let him have a fair bit of rein, so he'll be keeping his ear to the ground on this."